problem we are having are the leaders. Even me as somebody, I'm saying it publicly that if they can just do mass burial for all our leaders and let we the youth start ruling, you will see that everything will go the way it should go. Our leaders are our problem. I'm telling you, they can come and arrest me. If they should kill me, 1,000 people like me will still stand in this country. So that's it. The problem we are having are the leaders. Even me as somebody, I'm saying it publicly that if they can just do mass burial for all our leaders and let we the youth start ruling, you will see that everything will go the way it should go. Our leaders are our problem. I'm telling you, they can come and arrest me. If they should kill me, 1,000 people like me will still stand in this country.
We are going to turn the whole country upside down. One by one.
Well, how will you do it?
Well, we will die and they will bury us. We are going to turn the whole country upside down. One by one.
Well, how will you do it?
Well, we will die and they will bury us.
The problem we are having are the leaders. Even me as somebody, I'm saying it publicly that if they can just do mass burial for all our leaders and let we the youth start ruling, you will see that everything will go the way it should go. Our leaders are our problem. I'm telling you, they can come and arrest me. If they should kill me, 1,000 people like me will still stand in this country.
Good evening and welcome to With All Due Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. My producers are called The Ghost Team. It's exactly 4:36 p.m. US East Coast time. It's definitely 8:36 in Ghana. If you're watching me from Africa, Asia, Europe, and the Americas, I'd like to say good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and welcome to the most authoritative, most informative, most educative platform on the planet right now. This show is With All Due Respect Extended Version / State of the Nation / Pound for Pound. We're streaming on so many platforms tonight. Our main platform is on Multi TV. Our main platform is on Multi TV. On Multi TV, search for Loud Silence TV. On Multi TV, search for Loud Silence TV. We're also live on Facebook. On Facebook, we have two very strong platforms picking this show live this night. On Facebook, search for Loud Silence TV. On Facebook, Loud Silence TV on Facebook. We also have With Audio Respect page on Facebook. With Audio Respect page on Facebook. We are also live on YouTube. On YouTube, search for Loud Silence TV. On YouTube, search for Loud Silence TV. We have some very important platforms picking this show live or cross-posting this show live across the world on Facebook. We have NDC TV picking us live tonight. We also have 1957 Project picking this show live tonight on Facebook. We have Benjamin Wayo Muhammad's page on Facebook streaming this show live this evening. Ghanaian Citizen TV are also on Facebook picking this show live this evening. We have Kevin Taylor, my official page on Facebook. We are also streaming this show live. And also Hopex TV and radio are also live tonight, picking tonight's show. If you're here this evening, I'd like to say welcome to With All Due Respect Extended Version. This show is in 4 segments. But tonight's show is a special edition. It's the breaking news show. We have some breaking news for you. It's very, very important that we, in fact, tell you what is happening when it comes to the case in court between myself and Kennedy Japan. So tonight, I'll be telling you about what is actually happening, what has happened, and what we should be expecting between myself and Kennedy Japan in court. Remember, Kennedy Japan came to the United States of America and sued Loud Silence TV and Kevin Taylor. He had he sued us because he felt we had defamed him. Defamatory. I think that's what defamation. Sorry, that's was his what was the basis for his court case. Tonight, I'll be telling you about the status of the case. We will not be doing the social media segment, the editorial, and also the phone-ins. Maybe the phone-ins a little bit, but tonight I'm here to read to you the ruling from the court and what the federal court has said. Judge Liam O'Grady has said in this case. So my mission here tonight is to, in fact, inform you or let you know that today we had the ruling from the judge who is actually presiding on this case. I'll be taking my time to read the 8-page ruling for every single individual to also have an idea. This document is a public document. In fact, when you visit pesamonitor.com, I hope they have updated their site, pesamonitor.com, pesamonitor.com. That is PACERMONITOR.com, PACERMONITOR.com. You can go there and access. I hope they have updated it, but if they haven't, I think by tomorrow you have the full ruling to read for yourself. So tonight we will just be reading what the judge actually ended up saying to myself and Kennedy himself and his legal team. So I will not be doing much. I will not be delving so much, dwelling on it so much. I'm just here to let you have an idea of what's happening. So I'll be reading the 8-page document here for all of us to have an idea of what is happening. So if you're watching me tonight, it's quite an interesting one. Majority of people call sometime on our show and they're like, Kevin Taylor, you and Kennedy Japan in court, what is happening? I kept avoiding that question because we were in court and you're not supposed to be discussing what's happening in court on your show. And also, I had a very reliable legal team that was handling this. I don't have any legal background, so they had to, in fact, take care of this. Today, I've been given the nod to at least read this public document to the world, to Ghanaians especially, those who are very worried about Kennedy Japan and Kevin Taylor's case in the federal court. That's the United States District Court for the Eastern District of Virginia, which is in Alexandria. I will be reading every single thing in this document. I might not get it right. Maybe I might be making some mistakes as I read, but anytime I make a mistake, I'll try my best to go back and correct that mistake. I will do my best to do justice to this. This evening is it's all about legal issues. It's all about the ruling on the Kennedy Japan Kevin Taylor case. Remember, I like to say this on this show, that when we sit on this platform, or journalists like myself go out there to report on stories or try to find facts about stories, majority of the time they go in there with clean heart, clean mind. They just want to find the truth. Now, at the end of the day, all that I keep telling people who watch me is nobody is an enemy. We don't put people in a particular group or in I'm choosing my words very well. No journalist, and I'm speaking for myself here, we don't sit to say this individual is a bad person, this individual is a good person, so we're going to treat this person differently from that person. No, we only follow the facts. And when the facts are there, every good journalist tries their best to make sure that they explain it, they bring it out for the public to, in fact, have those facts to one way or the other, educate themselves. The facts sometimes also protect people. So it's very important for people to understand that we never come on platforms. Journalists don't go out there, put their lives on the line, all because they hate some individuals. They go out there because they want to fight for the people out there. So I would like to say that this is just the beginning of helping the people get into the truth. And I'll always say this, that we should not let people use power or use the judiciary or use anything that they think they have access to intimidate not just journalists, but citizens around the world, in Europe, in America, in Asia. If you know that whatever you are doing, whatever you are pursuing, whatever, especially journalists, whatever story you are actually working on, you should understand that it's about informing the people. It's about educating the people. So you should be at least very. You realize I'm being very careful about what I say, because I want people to understand that majority of the journalists around the world, like myself, there's no agenda against anybody. It's all about going after the fact, all about educating the people, informing the people. So we all have to learn something from this. So we're going to go ahead and read the ruling from the judge. And then after that, I'll open the lines for a few minutes and end today's show. I am not a lawyer. I don't have any legal background to tell you that what the judge said, the details, and trying to bring in the technicalities. My job here is to read what the judge came up with, or his ruling. So I'm not here to do some legal arguments here or try to let you know that I had some law degree. I don't have. I've just written LSAT in my life. I am not qualified to be a lawyer. What I'm qualified to do now is to read a document that is a public document. I'd like to say hello to a few people who are on this platform tonight. Adiza Umar is watching me this evening. Good evening, Adiza. I can also see Papa Kujo Kosa live on Loud Silence TV this evening. Also, Mabel McNamara is watching Kevin Taylor and the Ghost team. Kwame Lobos is live on Loud Silence TV on Facebook. I can see Treasurer Akweje live here on Loud Silence TV this evening. I can also see Mahindra Mahama watching me this evening. Zublazo is also live here. Mas Babatu is live here on Loud Silence TV. Kwesi Oklu is live watching me this evening. Amadou is here. Jato Francis Jato watching me this evening. Mawena Adoku is also live here. CY Aroma Daily is watching Kevin Taylor and the Ghost team. Rahina Yakubo is live on Loud Silence TV this evening around the world. I would like to say thank you to every single individual here. Good evening to every one of you watching me tonight. The breaking news is simple. The breaking news is about Kennedy Japan, who is the plaintiff against Loud Silence Media and Kevin Taylor, who are the defendants. Now, what I'm going to do now is I am going to read the ruling. Now, to sum it up before I start reading, you have to understand that the judge has dismissed the case Kennedy Japan took to court. He has dismissed it. Now, but what we need to do is to read for you to also know what the judge actually said, the basis of the case and how he came to his conclusion. And Kennedy has 60 days to, and I'm talking about Kennedy's lawyers, they have 60 days to appeal this ruling. So they still have opportunity to go out there in 2 months to let the judge know whether what he came up with wasn't the right ruling. And this is America. You have the right to appeal if you feel that judgment didn't go well for you. So officially, I would like to tell you that Kennedy Japan's case against Loud Silence Media and Kevin Taylor has been dismissed for now. So they have 2 months, 60 days to respond to this. Now, let's read this. I'm trying to be very nice here, and we all have to be nice at a point in life. So this is it. Let's do this. When you take the front page of the ruling, this is what is there. I might get some of the words wrong, but pardon me, I'm Ghanaian. I'm not American. I'm not English. That's not my first language. So I'll do my best to read it the way I can. If I get it wrong, I will try and correct those words. Now, when you look at the case here, I'm saying that the case action number is 121 CV 1205. 121 CV 1205. I hope I got it right. The legal guys, if I got something wrong, just tell me. Now, if you want to also get access to this document from the United States District Court for the Eastern District of Virginia, you can go on pacermonitor.com. pacermonitor.com. When you go there, you will find this. I hope they have updated it, but if they haven't, tomorrow when you go there, you will see the case between Japan and Taylor. Now, let's read this for the world to hear. This is strictly the case between myself and Kennedy Japan and Loud Silence Media. Wow, Shemino. Maybe some chemo chi kakra na yentoa asem no so. Enyumbre mabaha no case na between me and Kennedy Japan. Your court Kennedy say maka nsem bi egu no ho fi a or the 3 counts be a court say in America for engine $9.5 million. Emfiri me ho emfama na if we say me gu no ho fi na judge a otena asem no so no and the date na no asema ba ano asema do ba and say Kennedy asem no abo atuegu wama no 60 days say onko na onko hwem say bibi ento na koma so ana say ohu say asem no abo atuegu no say bio judge no andwini hu ya na say results na ba and he is not comfortable with it. He can appeal his amendments inti enyubre me pese me kache Ghana fo nyina say Kennedy Japan asem de court no judge no abo atuegu na me ba be read the ewo ni ruling nim se ne be ya obia be hu de judge no ekaye ye wi amebo ne tofa na Ghana fo nyina ehu eye de esi ewo United States of America inti wa hanyumbre ya breaking news no me ba be chechire ma Ghana fo nyina ehu de echo. All right, let's start the case. Now, in the United States District Court for the Eastern District of Virginia, Alexandria Division, Kennedy Ohini Ejapon plaintiff, Loud Silence Media LLC et al. That is defendants, myself and Loud Silence Media, and ana ye a defender who ewo sa assembly. Now, mama yen kind the judge no atro a 8-page document, so it's going to take a bit of time, but that is what we are doing tonight. We are not doing anything else. After that, the show will end. I'll be back tomorrow to do the normal with all due respect. Now, order, introduction. I'll say this matter comes before the courts on the defendant's motion to dismiss amended complaint. Now, the motion has been fully briefed by the parties and is now ripe for consideration. Background. It says the plaintiff in this case, Kennedy Ejapon, is an individual who is a citizen and a resident of the nation of Ghana. Ejapon is an elected member of Ghana's parliament and is the chair of the board of Ghana Gas Company Limited. The defendant in this case are Kevin Taylor, an individual, and the company Loud Silence Media, LSM. Taylor is a resident of Virginia and currently lives in Alexandria, Virginia. Taylor is the founder and manager of Loud Silence Media, or LSM, which is a limited liability company organized in Virginia and that it has its principal place of business in Alexandria, Virginia. Taylor appears on several news shows broadcast over the internet, website, YouTube, and Facebook. Taylor and LSM produce news media that focuses on the people and politics of the country of Ghana. One of the shows produced by the defendant, let me change it to the second page so that we can follow it. Yeah, there's a second page. Taylor and LSM produce news media that focuses on the people and politics of the country of Ghana. One of the shows produced by the defendant is titled With All Due Respect. Taylor is the host and presenter of this show. The show streams live video broadcast on Facebook and YouTube to a large audience. The plaintiff has alleged that Taylor has made several defamatory statements on this show and further alleges that these false accusations were intended to humiliate and disparage the integrity of the plaintiff. Based on these statements, the plaintiff has filed the current civil action in this court. The first allegedly defamatory statement that the defendant made was an accusation that Ejapon is connected to the 2016 murder of a Ghanaian member of parliament. Taylor has also accused Ejapon of being responsible for the murder of a journalist who had reported on corruption in the Ghana Football Association. Taylor has accused Ejapon of using fake green cards to help Ghanaian citizens immigrate to the United States. Taylor has accused Ejapon of trafficking in illegal drugs. Taylor has accused Ejapon of being addicted to illegal drugs. Taylor has accused Ejapon of financial corruption. Ejapon has alleged that Taylor has repeatedly made the continues to make these statements as recently as September of 2021. Ejapon alleges that Taylor knew these statements were false and that these statements were made knowingly and recklessly. Based on his litany of disparaging remarks, Ejapon has filed the amended complaint with count for defamation per se, and 3, violation of the Virginia computer crime. Page 3. Legal standard. To survive a motion to dismiss under Federal Rule of Civil Procedure, that is 12B6, a complaint must contain sufficient factual allegations that will state a claim to relief that is plausible on its face, if those allegations are accepted as true. Now, a motion is dismissed pursuant to Federal Rule of Civil Procedure 12B6, that is, must be considered in combination with Federal Rule of Civil Procedure 8A2, which requires a short and plain statement of the claim showing that the pleader is entitled to relief, so as to give the defendant fair notice of what the claim is and the grounds upon which it rests. When a well-plead complaint only infers, and I quote, the mere possibility of misconduct, end of quote, the complaint does not demonstrate a plaintiff is entitled to relief. And as you can see, they are stating other cases. The judge is stating some cases as references. So those ones, I don't want to talk about it. It's going to slow you down. We are not lawyers. We are reading what is here. Now he goes on to say this. When a well-pleaded complaint only infers, and I quote, the mere possibility of misconduct, end of quote, the complaint does not demonstrate a plaintiff is entitled to relief. Pleading that are merely labels and conclusions will not be accepted as true. District court may also consider materials attached to the complaint so long as their authenticity is not challenged and the materials are integral to or relied on within the complaint. Now, discussion, that is page 3. And this is what is in the ruling. Some of them are very technical, so I have to try and try and sound like I know grammar. I'm doing my best here. Page 3. To survive a motion to dismiss under Federal Rule of Civil Procedure, that is 12B6, a complaint must contain sufficient factual allegations that will state a claim to relief that is plausible on its face, if those allegations are accepted as true. No, sorry. Where are we now? Page 3, right? No, sorry, page 4. Sorry, page 4. It goes on to say, as a public figure, a Japan must demonstrate that Taylor made the allegedly defamatory statement with, in quote, actual malice. It says, as a public figure, a Japan must demonstrate that Taylor made the allegedly defamatory statement with, in quote, actual malice to recover damages for defamation. Now, he stated other cases, New York Times, Sullivan, and all that. He went on to say this. Actual malice does not mean that the defamatory statements were spitefully made, but rather it means that the statements were made with knowledge and statement with knowledge. The statements were false, or that the statements were made with a reckless disregard for their veracity. I'm sorry. Let me take this again. Actual malice does not mean that the defamatory statements were spitefully made, but rather it means that the statements were made with knowledge, the statements were false, or that the statements were made with a reckless disregard for their veracity. A reckless disregard is shown when the statements are published, and I quote, with a high degree of awareness, end of quote, that the statements are likely to be false. Now, at the motion to dismiss stage, the amended complaint must allege facts from which the court can infer that Taylor acted with the requisite state of mind. That is, to plead actual malice. Therefore, Fairfax must plausibly allege that CBS, and he's quoting other cases that as references to buttress this point here. That's what I'm saying. It's a bit complicated. Let's take our time and read this. Now, when you go to the next paragraph, it says, a Japan has not played sufficient factual material to show that the statements were made with actual malice. Japan alleges that Taylor knew the statements regarding the murders were false because other individuals were arrested for the murder, and Taylor has not verified a video that was published on his YouTube show. It is true that avoidance of the truth can demonstrate actual malice, but a mere failure to investigate does not demonstrate actual malice. Let me take this line again. It is true that avoidance of the truth can demonstrate actual malice, but a mere failure to investigate does not demonstrate actual malice. Now let's go to page 5. Page 5. It is apparent from the statement themselves that Taylor is referencing that he believes Japan is responsible for the murders, not that Japan pulled the trigger himself. He says that it is apparent from the statement themselves that Taylor is referencing that he believes Japan is responsible for the murders, not that Japan pulled the trigger himself. In addition, the YouTube video referenced in the complaint prominently displays a news article that refers to a government investigation into threats that Japan made to other journalists. The materials referenced in the amended complaint and the amended complaint itself demonstrate that Taylor had at least some factual basis for his political commentary. The amended complaint only makes conclusion and pleads factual material that challenge the veracity of Taylor's statement. The amended complaint does not plead any factual material that sheds light on Taylor's subjective state of mind. Therefore, the amended complaint and the materials referenced within do not create any plausible inference that Taylor harbors, and I quote, any doubt as to the veracity of the story, end of quote, or to the unverified video's credibility. The pleadings regarding the statement about Japan committing immigration fraud are similarly deficient. The amended complaint argues that, and I quote, the crime defendant fabricated and all falsely associated with plaintiff is practically impossible, end of quote. The amended complaint goes on to argue that it is essentially impossible to acquire a fake United States green card because of the sophistication of the United States immigration system. These pleadings do not support any inference into Taylor's state of mind, and at best, they are accusations that he failed to investigate the claims. These pleadings are also conclusory and, as such, need not be considered as true. Without any pleading that could be considered for circumstantial evidence of Taylor's state of mind, the pleading regarding the alleged immigration fraud do not sufficiently allege facts that shows Taylor's reckless intent or otherwise demonstrate actual malice. Page 6. The pleadings regarding public corruption, drug trafficking, and drug addiction similarly do not allege facts that shows these statements were made with actual malice. The pleading that Japan was never arrested for drug trafficking and therefore is not a drug trafficker is a conclusion. The pleading that argues Japan does not exhibit signs of drug addiction and therefore cannot be a drug addict is a conclusion. The pleading that the supposedly corrupt government contract was publicly available information and therefore Japan could not have skimmed public funds is also a conclusion. None of the conclusory pleadings need to be considered true by the court, and furthermore, none of these statements allege any facts regarding Taylor's state of mind at the time he made the allegedly defamatory statement. None of the pleadings demonstrate facts that shows Taylor acted with high degree of awareness of the falsity of his remarks when the statements were made. In Fairfax, the Fourth Circuit rejected the argument that that doubt about a witness's credibility made the publication of that witness allegations, and I quote, so obviously doubtful that the news organization was reckless in reporting those allegations. It goes on to say this. As it is the case here, the conclusory pleading only challenge the credibility of Taylor's statement and at best allege a failure to investigate. Accordingly, the amended complaint does not plead any fact that shows the statement were so obviously doubtful that Taylor acted recklessly when making the defamatory statement. Therefore, none of Japan's conclusory pleadings imply a plausible accusation that Taylor made the defamatory remarks with actual malice. As Japan has not sufficiently pled that the statements were made with actual malice, the claims for defamation and defamation per se cannot be brought against Taylor because Taylor is immune from civil liability under VA Code 801223.2. That is page 7. It says defamation and defamation per se cannot be brought against Taylor because Taylor is immune from civil liability under VA Code 8.01223.2 and the protection granted by the First Amendment of the Constitution. Accordingly, the amended complaint must be dismissed because it does not state a claim upon which relief can be granted. Now you go to the Virginia Computer Crime Act. Japan has also claimed damages under the provision of Virginia Code 18 blah 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 to show a violation of this Virginia law. Japan must plead fact that demonstrates the requisite element that, and I quote, the accused used a computer or a computer network to communicate obscene language. 3. 1. The accused used a computer or a computer network. 2. To communicate obscene language. 3. With the intent to coerce, intimidate, or harass. Now, obscenity has been defined by the Virginia General Assembly as material that, and I quote, has its dominant theme or purpose an appeal to the prurient interest in sex. That is the Virginia blah, blah, blah. Explaining that the Virginia General Assembly wrote the statute to comply with the constitutional definition of obscenity articulated by the Supreme Court. Now, the amended complaint contains no pleading that can be constructed to show that Taylor communicated obscene language as defined by the Virginia law. There is no reference to any sexual material in the communication detailed in the amended complaint, and the dominant theme of the disputed communications in no way contains any sexual themes. The allegations within the amended complaint do not support any claim that could be brought under the Virginia Computer Crime Act. Count 3 of the amended complaint must also be dismissed for this reason. Now, page number 8. The final page is this. Conclusion by the judge. It is undisputed that Japan is a public figure and Taylor's statements were made regarding matters of public concern. The amended complaint does not plead any factual material that demonstrates Taylor's dispute statements were published with actual malice. Therefore, Japan has not adequately plead any actionable claim. Further, the amended complaint does not plausibly state a claim under the Virginia Computer Crime Act. For these reasons, the motion to dismiss the amended complaint, that is DKT 13, is granted, and the above captions civil action is dismissed. The plaintiff has 60 days to file a second amendment complaint if that filing would meet the requirement discussed in this order. It is so ordered. March 21st, 2022, Alexandria, Virginia, Liam O'Grady, United States District Court. Now, the conclusion says it is undisputed that Japan is a public figure and Taylor's statements were made regarding matters of public concern. The amended complaint does not plead any factual material that demonstrates Taylor's disputed statements were published with actual malice. Therefore, Japan has not adequately plead an actionable claim. Further, the amended complaint does not plausibly state a claim under the Virginia Computer Crime Act. For these reasons, the motion to dismiss the amended complaint is granted, and the above captioned civil action is dismissed. The plaintiff has 60 days to file a second amended complaint if that filing would meet requirement discussed in this order. It is so ordered. March 21st, 2022. Signed, Liam Ogrede, United States District Court. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we are with the Kennedy Ejapon Kevin Taylor court case. Before I started the show, I said you can access this document. This document will be published on loudsilencenews.com on our website. It will be published on With All Due Respect page on Facebook. It will be published on all our news sites. It also will be published on pesamonitor.com. That's where all the legal cases that have been concluded are published. So when you go to pesamonitor.com, Pesa, PACERMONITOR.com, if it has been updated, because this ruling came today, it takes some time for them to update that system. So if it has been updated, when you go there, you will see this document there. It's an eight-page ruling. We will, after the show, we will publish this document on loudsilencenews.com. It will be published on With Audio Respect page on Facebook. It will be published on all our news outlets. So that is it for now. So Kennedy Japan still has the opportunity. If he thinks all that the judge said, some things were not said right, or the facts the judge put there are not things that does not really make sense to him, he can file an appeal. Myself and my legal team, my lawyers, we are on standby to hear from Kennedy and his team. This is America, and you have to understand that the law works, irrespective of who is in front of it. So to respect to the law, respect to the judge, respect to the judicial system, we wait and see. But as we speak now, the case between myself, Loud Silence, the case between Kennedy Japan, myself, and Loud Silence Media has been dismissed. And we wait for Kennedy to take the next action. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all that I would say on this case. Inti, mo asibio brofu bebreba me kan na monti ase no. Eye Kennedy Japan ede me call court no. Ono na ede asem call court se me gu ne ho fi na ope $9.5 million. Court NG na court embua me for na court engu medwuma no ene nsem bebre a ochroye. Ochrochro say me say oton cocaine, me say we kun journalist, me say waye nyoma bebre, o se me the computer abo krono e de a church nyoma mu ani se de ye. Na judge a oti case ne so no ende obaye no ka se nsema Kennedy beto court enim ni nyina no ohwema ba kumponi wa wo embrema sebi obetumi gina so e de akase na asem no sebi etwaye enti otoa so. Osamuti ase se Kennedy e de asem no e court no or ye amendment ye kase or ye amendment a or de na asem e din kan court no otwe asem no e na osako eko correct ye sa na betuma kama wate ase ye kase obi di asem akọ na wa ye amendment a ebia asem ode koe no ono adadwene ho no hu se asem ya metwere koe na me lawyers di menim koe sebi ebi wo ho a ento asum ebi wo ho a sebi enya asem a court betumi gina so e di ama me de mepe enti otwe every court e na osako sese mu kotwero ni biem e koe amendment e na osade baaye enti judge ni gina na amendment no so because first one or trouble no so ode ukoya amendment automatically the wakoya amendment aba no eno na court no ehwe enti court no ejina na amendment no so ana judge ni gina amendment no so eno odi bu asem no na de na judge ni kanya se ensama Kennedy kire ye e won amendment mu nyina no enin gina so bia. In fact, in some kind nyina dodo no na public in some ye discuss public issues and when to me answer that and to me an kire adekodi ntia in some kind no na opeso kire se na adwene bone ana adwene bone bi eta akiri a me be se be good anim ase ana se me ma ne bra basa nti judge no etinam ka se wakenkan obi ansem yeso ye kire yensem koye na George ne kan yensem na o se Kennedy eni asem bia wa ha sebio obeso ka che Kennedy se ensem na odoba na ensem hunu ontumi ngina so e wa America kurowe mu we ye American court sebio we nya Ghana court we ye quarter e wa America sebio oma di enim no judges no oma ye kukudam oma nhwe wanim ansa no mobu asem sebio untumi nkofre no baby say ma asem da ha ntiboa me judge fo ye nipa bi a sebio emra ne wa ha ne eye adwuma nti no sebio emfa ho ne wodibre ene sebio baby a odwen se wo omo de asem no emra no na omo di enti se court wo Ghana sebio se wuni mo bi o court a ye betumi bu ama wo enti judge na kire se American adekodi enti efra America ya American se eye the upholding the laws of the land no omo fendi agro enti eho na asem na ko se enti ne krakra ne se judge na abo Kennedy asem na to ogu se wama no eye bosumi mienu se onkodwene ho na ode de bibi ogina na ogina Kennedy ntuma nkyere bibia won nkrate ma kire se o wasem papa bi a o se ogina so ono ane pe so past days no onye na amendment no onsa amend ana so onya appeal na nhwe na utie the judge ne kan de kasemu na opeso kire na dwene mu fine 100% say there is no way a sebio obi betuma beka bibia kire na a kire se na se Kennedy ewo evidence bi a eso chen de odi ba ye ya owo nginaso bi a eso chen de wodi abeya onko famra na nkire se asem no odibem enti meno ka say de eye Kennedy Japan ene Kevin Taylor ne Loud Silence Media asema na ewo eye federal court no court judge your friend no eye honorable Liam Ograde wabo asem na tuogu ena wama asem no o say yene ene yedibem Kevin Taylor ene Loud Silence Media yedibem sisi de me ene me lawyers ye twen yeso ye fa ho adwene de ebeye sebio me lawyers a omo ye kukudam a omo num mra no sebio nye dede me lawyers say no se me de omudin to ha na se okogugolo omo a obehu omo nyina obehu adwuma omo ye sebio Kennedy for lawyers ni bi krampo a ogugu bebia omo website wa ebi ni website but enye no na hia me sebio ebe hia se nipa omo hwe no ebi abobehu eye lawyers omo di nyina yenim me lawyers no na me law firm no betum de atudwa ma wohu lawyers a omo di menim Kennedy lawyers no ba ko krampo ni website but eno nheda ehia me enye ntimi fan tudwa but ebia embre bedu no ye de nyina betudwa se ne be ya ono lawyer na oni website no ofri Bronx Bronx not New York Bronx not ntimi boni din kra mamo me hwe ne din kra me sabeka me boni din na ko Google na oni website ye share ni bibia ne office wo nti ye be dey but ye hwehwem ye nya ne website and ne office address ay de bebramo but ebe sin de ne de ne lawyer na odi free Bronx a odi ne ba eye Virginia ebe pe law firm bi ede omhubo mu se omne enko asem we no ne lawyer na nkasa wo Ghana no oni eye website owo o free Bronx no Ghana ni no oni website nti ebe ding but ye be hwehwem bebia ne office wo bia no ye be ma obia nso aswate nti enwumbre me ba ha I just wanted you people or Ghanaians to understand say this is what has happened. The court has dismissed Kennedy's case. He has 60 days to come back to let the judge know. Inti as simple as that. Mini any law background, the ewokrata no so no and I can't share. Me so ochina no me sure say and the omo update here about okopesamonitor.com ubehu this ruling. But the ebe say ye be publishing an adria tonight. After the show no Mr. P, Mr. S Dems will take care of this document, the ruling. They'll publish it on loudsilencenews.com for every single person to have access to this public document. And that is what we will do. I will take a short break. When I come back, I will pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 phone calls and end today's show. All right.
Exclusive interview with Evelyn Sawabroni, 29th March 2022 on With All Due Respect Loud Silence TV. Exclusive interview with Evelyn Sawabroni, 29th March 2022 on With All Due Respect Loud Silence TV.
I pick my phone calls as some will be able to show so and then it is their opinion. It is not opinion of Loud Silence Media. We will not bear anything. We'll be able to comment on this ruling, Biano, that person's opinion. And I want to make that clear. Hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Go ahead.
Good evening. Nyamin shop, Kevin. Timeka de Nyamina or Bohumbai. I ain't pedassing no Bohumbai. Nyamin shop, no Bohumbai Tomosa. I mean, file Oka. Nyamin shop,
I mean, inshallah. So thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
So I'm a dear boy, maybe I could be a Tawichi. I
would like to say good evening to Mustik Lawa. He has been very, very helpful. He has been the bedrock when it comes to everything. I'm not here to single people out, but I would like to say thank you very much to Mustik Lawa. I keep mentioning Mustik Lawa's name on my show. I'm unphoning, but he's the man. He's a mentor. People don't know him, but he's a strong force, and he's somebody I will always say, I will always appreciate. Into wherever you are, Mustik Lawa, I don't know who Ghana is here, you are home. So I would like to say good evening, wherever you are. I will give you a call, and you are a rock that at this point I will not neglect any day. So Mustik Lawa, hello, I'll get back to you, and then we will talk. All right, thank you very much. My main empha another call. Na yenkuyenim. All right. Hello, caller. Hello?
Hello, Kevin.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening, boss.
You live in a country I heard you mraya juma. Yani di eti fum and your fum ni eti. Judge no a passing the judgment based on say unimuno. And only country I need.
Yeah, my main can be a good story we about out. You know, so some people on YouTube, social media, can sembi say, Mema kutia sikebia or judge be or court to be my seminal, ye in Friday, no. That person should be ready to come to the federal court to prove that. I mean, can't say we be.
That's right.
We be on YouTube, Ebetina YouTube. Eka say. Case na last Friday, I was saying court na ye nyanko court no. Make Kevin Taylor. Makwa akutia court ho so makutie sika ma judge so makutie sika ma court no ma asem no yam kan el Friday. Sani panasa no kan it is on record. Unprepared no for federal action because we are talking about the United States court. Asem e court no so wetumi nya sa conclusion no e was sa fact no say me enemy legal team yakoma judge bisika and antina case number so Friday be ready for the consequences because I will not let this go. I respect the laws of this land and I respect the judiciary in America and I'll protect the judiciary. It is said, if you know you came on YouTube, Facebook to make those emphatic statements, be ready. I will spend my last dime to make sure the law on this land deals with you. Boss Kasa.
The American can want to say, almost say, Ghana eye omai bia emraye adwuma wo mpa te se de emraye adwuma wo US na this time say nipa ye bonidi nka one na mabontin awo homenya memfra mapa baby no because there were evidence bebre o wa e kire say nipa no say ni no waye but because ye na yetiefu mu ntino one nam or just or walk freely. Ubian country, Utmi can sembia or Ghana ni mufan would dequa. Ubian yan show to me what show be pictures or live television. Many panels to your kuno. And you are telling me, say, when you're guilty of this. And say, any panel one in numbers, one in country. We thank God, say we have a country like America. Kevin, Mamin can we name venture to Yankupon a day America is you. Say America venture change Oma woman be any area singina on fast our mind so venture change Obia and Kamanfu be best so. Just say woman common modern whisker come to media sengo phobis sono. Almost for America, Nankupon this are on mine or areas.
I'm sure. Thank you. All right. What is coming is big, and some people don't know. Hello, caller.
Good evening.
Good evening, boss.
Because Timbo de Frame depending.
Eba Chakasa.
What do you say? Nyankopɔn ade ɛho afofie. Nti nyame nka ho wate. Nyame tumi nti bibia ne ho abeto e wa brabom.
Thank you. All right. Hello caller.
No. Good evening, boss.
Yes, sir.
Bibia Boko.
Yes.
And dear very no say now on protect too.
Sako line and wow.
Duka sherry me sherry. Do wonder zai nufi Kevin Taylor da wani sherry Allah ka sa ya koma bisa kanshi. Kevin Taylor ma usa suna mi bonfire mayo.
Bonfire.
Why? Ma usa suna mi bonfire mayo.
Bonfire.
Why?
Yo.
ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Amen. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. I mean, sure, but I say, all right. Let me pick another call. One phone pen one line Mom for other line number. No, you should understand. Say one line there. Hello, caller. Hello. Okay, I think the line no M1. I'm here submit for another caller. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Yeah. Fine evening. Danyamias. Sɛ nyame de wakɔsa de waba somdwem na wei deɛ ɛnyɛ nkwa de wadi nkonim ɛyɛ loud silence media for na di nkonim nyame ɔmbɔ ho ban ɔnhyɛ wo den na ne ɛbɛsi wakwan bi nyame ɛnyi wo mfirim ɛda wase so wadi nkonim. Bye bye.
That's it. Thank you. All right. Hello, caller.
Hey, Kevin.
Yes, sir.
Kevin, this is your brother, the undisclosed police officer in California. Yeah, I know me Kasai for the first time, and I humbly want to congratulate you and your team for that kind of tenacity, respect, and calmness. Even seeing you presenting this whole case today humbles me a lot. Makase, you have 100% and more of my respect. Mamin kasem kitwa binchire nipa e woswa etie. This is the reason why we have to support this cause and we have to donate. I am begging everybody. Kevin, may a sustaining member of MPR, okay? And today, I am withdrawing that my sustaining member and I'm becoming a sustaining member of your channel.
Thank you very much.
I am making this an emphatic statement because this is some of the things we have to do. With team, if they can pick my number or I can inbox you on Facebook.
Yeah, my personal page, my Kevin Taylor page, okay. And just go there.
I will do it. Let me know so I can join your sustaining member team. I want to do everything to sustain this, and I'm going to champion the cause. Every day that I budge into this, the only thing I will say, I will forget about what the matter is, and I will plead with Ghanaians. Say Kevin, ni na bisa wo say information na ye nyina no he na wo kwakofa no he na wo kotie ye nyina ye nim de ekoso me de me moja ato ho ama oman ne da. I have served in the country. I know what goes on. Ye mu binum wo ho a we ye ntimi nkasa, but say enya ano any voice bi a ye betumi aka de ye hye ye mu support Kevin.
But that's it.
May the Lord protect you. May He protect you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Honestly.
All right. Another call. Hello, caller. Hello.
Yeah, hello. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Go ahead.
Once Kevin, when you have some because I feel so you be quiet.
Yes, sir. At the same.
Yadom Yamenka Hobia will be a Yamedian Banadia Yasama de Jidis and Yankopon Bayani Mapa. And the Ebano is so. With Kappa, Gamesan, Divs Kapana.
I mean, yes, boss. Minimum power. What the Empire on Yamenka. But that's it. Yamenka. Thank you. All right. Mami, a few calls and then I think tonight's show, no, after my show, no, I was all right. Hello, caller.
Good evening, Mr. Kevin Taylor.
What's up?
Kevin, and I'm ready. I say, any GMU because any GMU pie, any GMU Sabi, asem Kasian to Sabi, Namiame to Sabi. Now, Papa knows up as 9.5 million if you want.
Yeah.
Oh, this is America.
What are you before I bet to us? Before I bet to us, no. You better publish a year document, no. And some can say I'm expecting the media houses are Joy News, TV3, Metro. Nyina publish a year Kevin Taylor, Kennedy Japan sue Kevin Taylor, no. Website, no. I expect them to publish this outcome.
Yeah.
And I am waiting because the document is going to be out there. It's actually, I've shown you websites to go and all that, and I'm going to release this. I expect the same media now, they were making noise about Kennedy suing me, no, who were happy, excited, writing a lot of things, Ghana Web, DN. I expect City News, I expect all of them tomorrow morning to put Kennedy Japan's picture there and put a caption and publish the document.
Of course.
Boss, Kasa.
You are perfectly right, 100%. Whoa, not just say, or more vampire say, I didn't boom bow, and I didn't know, I didn't. Whoa, your American, your friend say, be a Ghana. Naka say judges in them. Why? Naka say district judges are not Supreme Court. This is America, and it's our Europe. Baby, and quite Ghana, and I did too. Almost up 9.5 million. Also, no, John and so is Kenny. Oh, maybe I can ask it. Then the man Kupo say, I didn't know about at the right time. 29 so over the exposure Cassia. I think I didn't buy the power.
That's what I
didn't pay what our teacher.
Thank you, Watara.
Nakupon only will push your for Emma 1922. Mamincha Mutil Lawana Ochiano.
All right.
Mincha Zuberu.
Thank you.
Mincha, your friend is a friend is a Zamba.
Bye-bye.
Robert,
thank you
for the good way.
All right. I'm in for another call. Hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin.
Yes.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yo, your friend Haja, I because I feel Coco or Kojo. Kevin, ya mayena yahu etrinkwa. Woni utimuni nyina nkonim de we de enya wo nko awo de watiefo nyina ye ne yadi nkonim Ewrade onkoso mayenye nkonim difo de bia na enya Ghana na ne yedi wasem we yo America ena modi asem we na ebeye den ma America ebedi asem turokate se Ghana America ondi asem turokate se Ghana Kennedy a Japan anka America no wanka samri anka wonya no wakasa because of wutimi do obi mfoni ebe tu abonten ema nipa no etimi wu na Kennedy a Japan enenam ho wutimi ka kire Ghana fo se wo ho igbani afa ba boni trimani wu asem no ba medi Kennedy eda so nenam ho enti asem we de nya Ghana ena omudi no America ena omudi no enti nkunimudi we de Kevin eye wonu ye atiefo nyina ena yedi nkunim minim se bekoso a aye nkunimudifo law silence ejina homa oman Ghana law silence ejina homa no kore pepeyo ebedie ema nkuguo ayawodia emparo se nkuguo ebe yawodia that's Kevin.
Thank you very much. Okay, mami emfa another call here. Hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin.
Yeah.
Pacho Azika, don't go new.
Azika, don't go ahead saying, Pacho, go ahead.
Ayo, Kevin, me trinkwa, me nyina trinkwa. Nyankopon, enim se anokore, eni toro, eni si akan. Nti anokore, ena de nkunim. Ti Nyankopon, yeda nase. Ena woso no yedi uhye Nyankopon sa. Burinsan bia oba fight bia no ni sabesi fom. Afise kunaf. for any here for and I will call masem amount. Intin kami azika dongo and I me continue radio say foolish judge ya nka sisi anka me dem but in ne tumi anya tumi papanti ni pana ne nam ho. Amadi swala man ekura no bompa defend we wiane anaju nde ya Ghana omu fa Ghana ni pantimi nkasa nde Ghana omu robu Ghana nde Ghana fo bre anyankopo ayiwa u kan masem kro no amuni boni amudi Ghana no America court nya ono na ya Ghana court a etimi defend judge timi defend the open so mo bi wura box mu nkoyi election no boni a odi wo election mu omu mbonu hu banse omu mpini mani wura box mu yo omu pe na omu ye na Ghana judges no nya ono na ya America judges intine de bia baby ayo wo na ye wo
Thank you very much. Hello caller.
Hello?
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, Kevin. Yes, I'm Philip because I pick up Kevin, we there for the first day now we can say can the Japan do court. That was the day I'm going to join I'm born by Israel say. Can the Japan then the Munguasi ma be a wagana we say papa no we are by for. And the first day na Kennedy I could DJ Jatem didn't have bonnet tables to say or no or bet judge man who's on the Japan. That was the thing I misread Yanko say Oma Ubi won't do Kennedy Japan woman in the Munguasi. And to the day now, yeah by say as somebody by say Kennedy Japan do a cocoton. And I say Rade made that was a brainy say Kennedy Japan a guasi. And you may know that me say yes or breaking news. I didn't mean ya me dimika baby my betty. I didn't seem to say court some nana tell about count and me by now start telling say I read what's some abel. Sabi tafrache Ghana hankwana obenya nyumutunia obo come dinner no to no say wa shan come say where you be my Ghana for so o me Ghana for so na wa nam sa nyumutu so ma Ghana for and Ghana for nwechire wo
medasi nyame shop medasi pa. Thank you very much. Medasi. All right. Hello caller. On Mr. S, the Mr. P. Once I did the documents about so on the ground, you want me to show this right now, right? Okay, I'm going to do it right now. Let me do it so that a month will be who a news outlets now omunyina publish a year timer. You see, yeah, they Kevin Taylor court. So let's just remind them about publications or publishing. We also urge them say tomorrow, no, they will all come out and then let the world know, say, this is how far the case has gotten. So we expect them say, sir, clean journalism now muso mo no. Journalism any favoritism won't be able. They have to prove to us tomorrow. Say, I'm a reporting case, no, a year time I did Kevin Coy, no, almost a reporting case, no, time a case, no, Bibia Edun. It is very important. Caller, go ahead. I'll be putting the pictures on the screen for people to know the. Hello, caller. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Kevin, Patron Rama one, Kasa Kevin.
Rama one, Kasa.
Kevin, Mamima, ye Tirinkwa, the Dotu for Yankopoasi. Say, America judges and Omunya Ghana judges. Canada, Japan, Upeska. Na Canada, Japan, Kevin, you're not so scano. Nancy Cano one, ewa hefa, and then the Upesika free, Aya Kevin Taylor Ho. Yanim guase yani wo sa delegate ne sa joy ni metro ni we mu amode betu dwa no sani fa komo mu na mo fam na mo hu se ade Canada Japan de koye no America judges na abobo e no ma to ababeto odo na nsuo na odo na nsuo ndi ko de bia me ka me si wiase nyankopon a ya hata soroi wanya latani en na onye twini Nyankopon do hu to no so a obedi wa asema Kevin Taylor Nyankopon na di wa asema ma Canada Japan Nyankopon na guna ni ma se obeguna ni ma se guna ni ma se Nyankopon be guna ni ma se Kevin Nyankopon ka ho ombo ho ban.
Thank you Rama one. All right. I'm trying to get the publications not on the screen. I'm struggling a little bit, but I'll try and see. Say, bet to me, Adragini Namamwa. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Good evening, Kevin.
Good evening, boss.
Yes, I remember I asked of this issue.
Yeah.
I'm happy you are vindicated. God bless you.
God bless you too. Thank you very much. All right.
Congratulations. I remember vividly. I asked about this.
And I didn't want to talk about it. Yes. And I didn't want to talk about it. All right. Go ahead. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
God bless you.
I mean, I am trying to put these publications on the screen. Send a baby who publish it. Time Kennedy court. No. Near Kaya almost watching us on common trying to publish it.
God bless you. Thank you very much.
Hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin.
Yeah.
Pastor, good evening.
Good evening, Patrick Kasa.
And then the Ankamantia news and Ankamawu. And my just say, Nuhunia Menka, Yankupon Shiro. On your case, why you frat Dumunqua Dumu? Now, can I Japan, dear? Miaka, Akaso. So what? This is a Wabom. I'm from going to TV station on Hotina Honkaka say, what do you radio station for no Mumbo who don't come in so much.
So as you can see on the screen, no, media houses are publish it. Tana Kennedy Echo Court, no, Ghana Web. Hello, go ahead.
Hello, Kevin.
Yes.
So as you can see on the screen, Mashallah, Kevin. Now what you saying?
What you Yaboko?
Kevin, yetiri nkwa nyankopɔ mo ho ban pa nyame mo ho ban animguase aka Canada Japan nanim beguase saa obedi nkuguo saa sembi odi bekokot bi obedi nkuguo aha America nya Ghana o America nya Ghana Kevin me kra me ni police ni nya asem wo America ha me di court mim na me di bim police ni America police ni me di bim police ni America ni di bi my dismissal case no ya dismissal case me ni police wo pulo me e ma me no court wo di nkuguo ya enti America ha no mo di anya Ghana o anya Ghana o di mika o di aba no.
That's super. All right, thank you. All right, mama found another call. So these are the websites I see a two among class say the Albany to among sound report it na hello caller.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, hello. Kevin, good evening.
Good evening.
But to be able to there.
Bibiaboko.
Yankopon ye dana sepa. Yanu de and then the first time I'm afra show but I
oh, okay.
Na Yankopon ye dana se. Yankopon ye dana sepa me say what media houses don't including the 2 TV. Show me na me omo show Tempia, say cow. Omun show ni na Adum TV.
City News, City News, City News. Omun na publish here. Yeah,
we are just expecting them. So tana omun show near you. Yeah, okay, and only America, only no.
Sana America, say that man na our YouTube na oka say. I want a statement. Yes. You say Kevin Taylor could to judge Bika or court or also be prove your federal court. And it's minimal content may send a message way because it is being worked on. Me America.
Yes.
Me to America. Emra Ase. And if you say something like this against a federal court judge, you have to come to court and prove it.
Yes, of course.
And you have to get ready.
Yes. Yes, I'm Papa.
Okay. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hello, Kevin.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Kevin, Sami Elmina.
Sami Patrokasa.
Kevin, in fact, Ghana radio stations, journalists, when you in the you, because the master me wabi. So different journalists are unfortunately better they do Kroma.
Yeah. Asamo nka but I won't the other way and breaking news can then come on that.
Kevin Nantiendo, Nantianko Panya more radio station, Adom City TV, and other stations, Peace FM. Nantiami had much na Yando Chroma, but Wakwaya one, Yanko Panya more, or China monitor one share, and to the radio station beyond Polica. Kevin. Since at the moon could be baby, I know by 15K. Yana, yes, show no, nay, Dinkunu, I am one with you.
We are very, very sure. It's very, very. I like. Thank you for the support.
Estate.
Mate. All right. I'm sure. But that's it. All right. Yes, you guys have been there. We are still fighting, and we will keep fighting legitimately to make sure, say, Obianya that freedom and the right to speak their mind, no matter the platform they find themselves. Nukre is very important. You need to back it with facts, and that's what I was trained to do. And the supporters and the viewership and the followers across board, I really appreciate this. We are not done yet, but I wanted you to know where we are now on this case. Hello, caller.
Hello,
yeah.
That's number one. Number two, other day.
I want in the light.
We shall see.
We shall see light. Illuminative video be more slow man. Very, very important.
Your victory. Listen carefully. Your victory shouldn't be just your victory, but whatever is going on in Ghana that you have been preaching every day about. Justice Eni Yeboah, Otina Hon, as some ways to America, and then on fancy and answer. In the light of what Ghanaians are requesting for, they should see light. That's what the judiciary are being paid for. Onye mawopede wawe ana wa osro waye akufa do na ejuma man. Nti eizi Justice Eni Yeboah on suanyansem film from other day whatever it is Illuminative
vida be more slow man. Illuminative vida be more slow man. In the light we shall see light. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. All right. I'm sure. Thank you. All right. And that is order there. Solid order there. In per seconds in the agro. Hello, caller.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah. Munga. What's that saying? Beba Trasma come and tell you. They said we case now for crumple and tell you. And as I see radio for so most more report here, Ochina, Gabi Asachina, Kuna Assassin Radio, no. We expect you guys to also, changing news outlets, no. Also, while reporting be Ochina, you're expecting some no. You will, in fact, a report on this matter is very important. A public document. I will say, to me, boy, na report. I na queen inti a for so. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, Patrick. Yeah.
Yes, I'm calling from Wale.
Hey, Wale. Bawomias territory.
Yes. Exactly. From the Quran, we have one ayah that says that Gokulija al-Haq wazaka al-Batila inna al-Batila kana zahuka, that whenever truth meets falsehood, falsehood shall perish. And that because falsehood by its nature is bound to be perished. You see how clean you are? You see how you do your job nicely, neatly, and because you're doing it for innocent people, God covers your ass every time. I'm telling you. Look, that guy, he should have been in jail if somebody was a man of his own words.
Yeah.
He has threatened judges. He has insulted judges. He has insulted many people. And nobody, he said, he threatened Ameswale and Ameswale died. And nobody said anything. And people just brandishing guns. somebody is going after them. Now here we are today. I want to see all those media people that mention that you have been taken to court. They think that America is Ghana's backyard. They think that America is KJTR or what? America is not KJTR. America, United States of America is not KJTR. And wherever there's justice, that is where you will earn it. And justice is given to whom it's due. And today, we are celebrating your victory over him, and that's just the beginning. He will soon come to see for himself.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Of many cases that he's going to lose, and that is also going to win in Ghanaian court against him.
All right.
Soon he's going to start paying damages.
Thank you very much.
All right. We are so grateful, okay?
All right. Thank you. Okay. Thank you for your call. Anas also has a case against Kennedy. Positively, I think Anas needs to win the case. From what I'm reading, the transcript and all that. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes.
Mr. Kevin. I'm a David Prince, set like
okay.
Mungamu
is ya mungamu for yatutumo. Mungamu for yatutu prize mo. When you like yatutu prize him.
Mungamu for me. Kevin
Mungamu for yatutu prize mo. I'm for so to to be about your press conference. Hello, caller.
Hi. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's all. Bye.
So people are just excited. Oh, but we can't correlation to KK. I don't buy. No problem. Yeah. Hello, caller.
Hello, me papa Kevin Taylor.
Fila. Na eti saying.
Me papa ne man ko ye o Ghana.
Ye rade yankofo. Nya ye nyina nim. Fila. Emo ye den. Ochina ne beka ayi. Ochina ye ne mba no ayi ochina ye bedi years can offer at and some no beka and then some hunu nkwa no beka but you live that for tomorrow.
So there me can cry and there hear me pa because who hear me sim because who knew how me can't say me knew and then papa and son and Becca son Yankupon Shiro and Shiro and Pujo and yo kase and two come my the kana kresi ne mai Ghana nkona nimpa bo we enka wo yere omba wa busiafo eni wadwuma ifu nyina na papa Kevin Taylor woni bibi Canada Japan fi se American judges for no muti se Ghana for judges no am kutumbu
me say na papa na ogina YouTube e ka se
American judges
papa na ogina YouTube Worcester so Massachusetts so Worcester so the e ka se Friday case number so if we say me mako tua judge bika sa judge we or a federal court judge American court Mrs. Sani Pano only ready so or federal court abema facts
your friend is saying Ghana judges no Ghana judges no omuji bribe no omu say haso omuji bribe sa wo Kevin Taylor wo bibia ye clean wo na kura ntina wo baaye na kura so na wo pe wo ntwa bribe emma obia na party wo no uru na kura yankopon so edi nipa wo di na kura so nti yankopon na edi wachi na Canada Japan aye fariye eni anugwase na aka no ntina wo tutu papa so sa no so ye bema wombra na woni no nkona media mi ogidie se wo pa wonye de obebia na kro no bedade Kevin Taylor wani mungu asida me papa wani mungu asida me papa wani mungu asida na kro no ebedadi na kro no so ayewu aso na obedi nkunim omupa munkosoro embrefom anungwase no ebeka Canada Japan eni ni MPP for ba say wo me papa Kevin Taylor wani mbegu asida insha Allah by the grace of the Almighty Allah yankupon tuminti Allah tuminti me papa Kevin Taylor
Ufri Juma, Ochina Ufri Juma, Fila Ufri Juma, Oba ni abo mpaye. Ochina Juma mpaye no, beba ni abo. Why? Medasi.
Inshallah.
All right.
Inshallah.
Thank you. All right. Thank you, Fila. Hello, caller.
Mr. Kevin, good evening, Bagana.
Good evening.
We Sanya Broku, Stephen Kui.
Stephen Kui, at the same.
Yeah, yes, I do. In the kind of say, papa wakasa sa say ono tete no nanka oba madina obekọ officer na ekunafo ne omo ni bi omko jeja ne kwan so na say omo na ehunu say ono nanka so onye papa oyo control si na obi a wo akwaji sika e di ama o yire sem ko face street bob light wo madina ni mi na nka ni na edum enso waji sika di akoma o yire kan say mamenka sa asem we kana furata ekufa do ne omo enugasi ne ti say ma nhwe bi o wo eche say finance school akwai ko kana furata ko eche say ni fie akwara mpo yare a kana furata okọ school obefeli because covid ba ye who feli as a minister after to kwaso chance o can say Ukraine and so feli as a obi a we minister when the Ukraine hey actually say
don't watch that. Hello caller. Hello. Yes sir, good evening, go ahead.
Easy menstro samina okese Almina. Na ntamasro the video no onye Canada Japan onye osubempa.
Oh, that video no, yeah.
Yeah,
I think that video I should have it here. I think I should have it around here.
But the video no, because baby the beginning.
Yeah, Mr. S, I think that video yeah, that video no, I'll pull it out. Me nyene nyumre kra ochina me boni nyina mo bia ahwe.
No, Kevin, I did searching.
Okay, Mr. S, I want that video of Kennedy Owusubempa and then
Kennedy Japan.
Any host in your friends saying Kwekwana no waka so obeba or the bebe court American. Yeah.
Good.
Yes, Mr. S, can you get me that video?
Try.
Matty.
I'll
pull it out. I'm sure also. Okay, thank you. Yeah. My share. All right. Mama here's Mr. S, do you have that video? Okase Oba behind the richest lawyer in America. Na wabisu mi no ono Owusubempa any Sibribi. If you can give me the video, I'll play it for people to watch. Yeah. Hello, Watum.
Hello, Kevin.
Watum.
Congratulations. Na she say many agia na dwe me ko bi say me pay champagne bi anoma na dwe. On shroud. No shroud. Na hello, Kevin.
No, how meet you? Hello, meet you. Yeah, meet you, kasa.
Yeah, onya me show papa yes I just say many agia me just say me hu ni amenya me hu.
Asam na ha mo paun.
Get Jimmy for.
Asam na ha mo paun.
Of course, because higher because.
Oh, so bad.
I say yeah, but me dey na me be say. Ghana dey actually o say Ghana court nye. It when you kra na no mabutu no kra no. Wo no baby a wo no asem na odi koye no ye pese kunumdie mbra. Na ye na Ghana fo hu say ye wo judge mu judge. Eno nti no we are so happy say anadwe wo ma yati asem de. Yati asem de ene pa. Ba ke Japan me bisa say onimade e fa $9 million. We wo bi da. Why you hu sika ye fa $9 million? Just because say on konu sika na omutua sika ma judges wa no ye di boni ma omunti no. Ka say America judges be ye san kwasi asem na ma no. Did say Kevin you wish saka wa Ghana hanom anka nadwe ye ndo anka nadwe ye nda je say betu sam
Medase, thank you very much. Marcine texted me, so I need to I'll bend then. I saw my info BTBT. I saw info that may read you. All right, let me pick another call. I think that something was supposed to go to us so na Nsankai. I saw Nsankai obit send me text. Hello. Hello caller.
Okay.
Yes sir, go ahead. Good evening.
Medeben Katafri Kumase Fonse.
About Kasaben.
Oh, okay. I'm ready. In fact, yeah, there's a damanyame. There's a damanyame. Now, said na obi free ano work ano. I was say Ghana yen judicial system no. Omotimi sunya bibi.
Yeah.
Obi a momotimi koko black book. Momotimi koko fa obi. Edru mu ruling ya. Na makwa kofa on my bi so book. Ena mohwe mu dia ruling di. I was say almost started esua nyansa e de free on my bi nso so.
Yeah.
Na meba Kennedy nso so. Ma wonye na adwene se Ghana na no ani ana se wawie wa asase so. Onhunu se the beginning of his end na ha ase no. To ayampi a wonam Ghana na ko left and right wo ye ne wo pe kan ye wo pe ni nyina. The end na start here no. There is nothing obetimi aye wa asase so a ebetimi aboa no. Nsuo na nya afa na wie. Emu nnua nyina nya apaw no. Or yet then he will go down. Or yet then or regale grawa. Or regale grawa. Because you know all the colors no will be our when is praying against him. At then now we no nyina no me sa de afasa akwanya we so no maka kire wo ma wo to aba e de ma no.
Yeah.
At central for Sebi omunsua nyansa na omumpe nipa emani ni wo manim enye Sebi obi a na adwene asei.
That's it. So thank you very much for those words. Mami share say we have it's exactly 6 p.m. Saforo, like Mr. Article was supposed to take over from me, but you know the schedule is still the schedule. Mr. Article, Saforo is definitely going to take over from me. So if you have the time, Saforo will make it exactly 2 hours, or upon 8 p.m. Ghana time. So if Mr. Article, you can hold on us after Saforo no pepe no, you take over and then have your live show. Inti Real Talk will come right after Saforo's show because schedule nanga say that Mr. Article normally shows up weekends, but today you know I know say he wants to also come live. Inti Mr. Article, if you can hold on 8 p.m. US time, no, Saforo will be done. Then you can take over from there. Saforo will understand. He will make it a little bit short for you. Inti. I'm going to end today's show quickly. I'm in for last call. Now me end it. Saforo, if you're on standby, let me know. Give me a signal. Now, mean to me end the show. No, now you two, you can take over from me. Saforo will take over from me. Say me pons is here. And remember, loudsilencenews.com. We'll be publishing the documents there. Maybe show now the next 5 minutes. You get all the documents there. And now over to my call, monitor.com, and also say if the courts have updated it, you get access to the document there. Now one guys will read what's in the boss. On them last caller. Let's finish this.
Kevin. The wisdom man, the brilliant man.
And this is our own.
Kevin, me wama baby.
This me wama baby. Bruta.
Me yada. Me kase free kona mo. Ye friend me give me. Do not friend Mr. T.
Mr. T.
Yeah, Kevin. Me yada. Kevin, I mean, sure.
But I say.
Very adjective.
Thank you, Mr. T.
You better pump champagne.
Pump. But that's it. Thank you.
We are too much.
Mr. T. Mr. Rossi, I can't call. I'm supposed to pick one last call and I'm end the show. Hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you, boss.
What was that? The SC, I think it will take us some time. Now you know the magnitude and the significance of the ruling that they have.
Yeah.
Because Kevin, Canada, Japan, when you're any ordinary person.
Yeah.
What you announce, I could trim and thing can be. In this case, not your very big interest was there. Say, either way, I'm telling you, sir, it can be affected, but be affected the whole Ghana.
Yeah.
And the lies would have shut the truth down for years. Now say Ghana your Maya appreciation, there was a journalist or more Ghana in us. I don't know a year foundation for them to stand on their feet, sir. So we were Jumana sa would no credit. Now some Nipana also we mama as a journalist, now you're honest. Ubia no matter how we are strong muskano. Omuntimi fa omusika, eno omuntro en kata also. So Ghana journalists no muto no so meka no create one sama hwerulu ya bana kene Japan when state your war Ghana. They heard the way I was sorry kitikiti baya or best was shut down. They heard the ruling about Visia. Now so Ghana now a journalist now so the own kind of krena usuru. Now when we really ya now so find you with Jumana we say no when you talk when you said when you so what kind of cry Kevin, no matter how and the panic is the ruling team for madam. But we are strongly behind you.
Thank you very much for the kind words. Thank you.
The whole
All right. Let me show also. Thank you. All right. So that's it. That's how I end today's show. Saforo is on standby. Saforo, you can take over from me. Tomorrow we will be here Friday. Remember, Ochina, we have a date with a woman. Ochina, in Banabeka, omo problems, actually, harassment, rape, and all that. Ochina's show are very, very dear to me, very important to me. Indeed, you cannot miss tomorrow's show. Ghana will play Nigeria. Someone when say me half Nigeria, half Ghanaian. People don't know. Half Nigerian, half Ghanaian. Indeed, game the party. I will predict tomorrow. Thank you very much for being part of tonight's show. You can go on loudsilencenews.com. In the next 10-15 minutes, you will see the document there. You can access it PDF and read everything. You can also access the document on paysapmonitor.com. And here, the official site for US courts. They will update it and you will see the ruling there. Thank you. Have a wonderful night. I'm very grateful for your support from day one till date. We are still fighting. We will get to the top. God day with us. As I keep saying, we are all messengers who are ready and willing to speak truth to power. Ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful night. We will meet tomorrow. Saforo will take over from me after this. Thank you very much. Let me try and get you. Okay, so we'll be a Juma. All right.